IntellectualRadio.com. Feed your brain.
Feed me now.
Feed your brain.
I'm starving.
Good morning, everyone. This is Sister Girl Radio on IntellectualRadio.com. I am your host, Leisha, and I have my guest co-host with me today.
Hello, I'm Misha Williams.
And today we will be talking to Jimmy from X Fat Ass Cycling and Fitness Center. And he has his beautiful daughter, Amari, with him as well.
Show them braces.
Yeah, he keeps talking about them braces. So we will be talking about him and his journey and what's been going on with him in his life and why he started the cycling center and everything like that. I do want to talk about Jesse and R. Kelly for like 2 minutes. I already told him I was going to do it. I know. So, Misha, I want your view on the whole R. Kelly arrest situation. How do you feel about that? Are you happy that he got arrested? You think it's time?
I mean, I think it's past time. It's been time, and we'll see what happens because the last trial, but it's been past time.
I know it's not a conviction, but I do hope that he gets convicted and does serve time, so we can make that quick. Now, Jesse, when Jesse first that situation came out about him, I supported him.
Jesse
I went live.
Smollett,
Jesse Smollett,
yes, from Empire.
From Empire, and I had his back on everything. To find this out is very disappointing. How did you feel about it, Misha, when you found out about him?
I feel like we should let our guest, because he is cracking up over
How do you feel about it, Jimmy? Go ahead and say your opinion on it. How do you feel about that situation?
I love everybody. You choose your route to the. No, I don't really have a comment about it though, man.
But did you believe him at first when it first came out? Be honest.
It was entertaining.
So you just looked at it as entertainment.
Yeah, honestly, I'm a conspiracy theorist to a degree. So any news that I get from the news, I don't take serious right up front. So I didn't believe it when I heard it. I mean, why wait? All the traveling my man did. You get to Chicago. We already under enough bad black and white. You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? And then that happened, and then come to find out that it was a lie. So, hey, man, dude, it is what it is.
You can't believe everything.
No,
put it like
you
that.
Can't. Right.
Okay, so let's start off with your journey, and let's just be clear on everything. Mm-hmm. You did not have surgery. Let all the people know how much you lost, and let's start from the beginning. Your whole weight loss journey. What made you start it? What made you stick with it? What made you? Yeah, come a little closer to the mic.
Coming close to the mic.
You leaning all the way, gangster leaning all the way back. Yeah, so let's just start off with your journey. How much did you start off, and just take us through the whole process?
Okay, cool. Well, I weighed 340 pounds. That's being humble. I'm sure I weighed more than that. I believe that, and I could say this because I have been overweight. Fat people don't take health serious until something happened. Like when a doctor tell you that it's about to go down. So my doctor, when I went to go get a full physical, he offered me insulin or a casket, basically, because I was borderline diabetic. Wow. So I told Doc, I said, hey, man, you can give it to me in a raw. My mom a diabetic, so I know how that go. You know what I'm saying? So it's either you are or you aren't, right? Mm-hmm. So I shedded my tears. I got 3 seeds, you know what I'm saying? So it's 3 kids. So I shedded my tears bad going home. I didn't drink enough water. I used to get this crust on my elbow. And I used to just scrape it off, all the time. But when I got to the doctor, he grabbed my arm when he was doing my physical, and he was like, oh, and I had the crust there. He was like, oh, you dehydrated. And I was like, wow, all these years I've been scraping this off. You know what I'm saying? And I don't drink alcohol. Never did drink alcohol, smoke. And that ain't knocking nobody who does. I mean, do your thing, right? That was just me, So I thought that I was super healthy just because I didn't indulge in those 2 things. But come to find out that it's 2 different skins. The ones on the exterior skin, I was taking care of, going to the barbershop thinking I was looking good, but the skin on the inside, I was really hurting myself on the inside skin because I wasn't taking care of myself with nutrients and things of that sort.
Okay. Yeah, so you just woke up one day and was like, this is it, and I'm just gonna start my journey and stick with it?
Yeah, man. You gotta I had to mind trick myself on a lot of stuff. I mean, especially foods, because like you may like pop, but in order to get away from pop, I had to drink LaCroix water because it still had that carbon to it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I love pizza, but instead of just eating the regular bread, then I had to do the cauliflower crust. So it's ways to still kind of get it in, but you got to trick your mind. You know what I'm saying? In order to do it, and to just drink water all the time. Like, man, I like knee-high pops. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Inglewood, so man, pizza puffs and knee-high pops was the thing to get into, right? I'm sorry, I'm focused on not cursing, right? This is my thing, because if you watch me,
we know that you curse, and I'm very
really
proud of you. You have
sister.
went 2 minutes without cursing.
Can you clap it up?
Yes,
clap it up. Boy.
Every other word. So yes, I knew you concentrating. I appreciate that. So does Intellectual Radio.
I got a lot of cuss words in this clone
Yeah, we gotta
here,
watch
y'all.
it. We gotta watch it. Don't play with that cursing, no. But no, I appreciate it. Doing good.
Neighbor.
You doing good.
So okay. So what you had asked me again, man?
So talk about some of the struggles during that. You lost 112 pounds. Congratulations.
Correct. Thank you.
No surgery. Let's just say that so y'all don't inbox me.
And let me say this. I did have surgery, okay, after I lost all the weight naturally.
We're not talking about plastic. We're talking about to lose weight. You had no type, skin removal and surgery to lose weight. Two different things.
Natural with me. Right.
So talk about that during that 110-pound journey. Talk about some of the struggles that you endure for people out there.
Give me my two.
No.
Give me my two, Sister Soldier.
Yes, 112 pounds. What were some of the struggles because I know a lot of people that when they see the weight's not coming off or they get discouraged, that's why a lot of people stop. So give some advice to people as they're going through when you struggled with it. How did you get yourself back on track?
Cleaning out my refrigerator. That was one I had to do a sweep. So all the whites, the breads, the pastas, the ranch.
Everything you love.
What I'm saying? Right. Exactly.
No cheesecake.
Right. No. Oh my God. We ain't talking about that, right? Especially I know people who make cheesecake too. My girl Sydney. I know my girl Sydney say she knew you too, right?
Oh yes, yeah. I worked with her for a long time. Yeah.
Okay, that's dope. Well, she makes the best cheesecake.
She does.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what else? Oh, the scale. Getting rid of the scale. Because when you're on your journey, you work out, you do an hour, you come home, you get on the scale, all right? The best time to weigh yourself is in the morning time after you do number 2. You know what I'm saying? But then that can fool you too, because later on that day, you go eat, then you drink water, you got water weight. It's a lot to it. It can get discouraging. But getting rid of the scale, I actually threw the scale out the window. Like, I'm not making this up. I'm for real. I threw it out the window, right? Because I got tired of it, man. You come down 6 pounds, you feeling great, then you go back up 3. It's like a ukulele. You know what I'm saying? So, but I kept, and then you plateau. So when you plateau, I couldn't get under 227 for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I had to check what I was putting in my mouth too, instead of trying to take a whole bunch of different kind of classes, which is switching it up is good for the body as well too, for muscle memory, right? So you want to confuse the muscle, which is great. But then I really went hard on my diet, because you can't outwork a bad diet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's 80% of it. I don't care how hard you work. I don't care how much you pay for your outfit, all that matching. You got a $300 fit on, but then you eating 6 wings from Harold's and you looking forward to burning it off, and it's got too much MSG and a lot of that stuff. And no diss to Harold's, I love Harold's.
Right.
103rd and Halsted.
Right.
Shut up, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all got Uncle Remus out here.
We do. We have Uncle Remus.
Yeah, we on the west side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'd have had y'all chicken, but Harold's better. Harold's
is better. I have to admit, it is.
So yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
So I want to shoot over to your daughter. How did your dad change as the weight came off? Did his attitude change, or in the lifestyle? Did he get more conceited? You can tell. Spill the tea. It's okay.
He wasn't conceited. He was more worried about what we would put in our body too. Like he was so used to feeding us with chimichangas.
Right.
And as I got older, I'm like, okay, where the chimichangas at? Like, why are we eating broccoli? I was kind of irritated.
You were confused.
Yes, and he would let me leave the table until I eat my bell peppers or my salads. I never had a problem with salads, but it was just like the vegetables I always had a problem with. But he was just more worried about us too. So when he caught on to like how he wanted to work out, he would take us. Like Eisenhower track, he would take us there. He posted videos of us working out too. And even when I started to get kind of chubby, he was just like, hey, like, let's go. What you doing? And then I started to get mad. I'm like, what you mean? Like, let's go. Like, you doing your own thing.
It's not chubby. It's fluffy.
He was trying to catch you now while you young.
Yeah, I understand it now. Yeah, I understand it now because I do track now. And when I wanted to run track, I'm like, that's not for me. So I decided to like throw and do other things, but I am a dancer. So as I started to eat differently and then,
as I started to like eat differently,
it kind of caught up with me, and I understood why he was doing it. So he plays a major part in that too.
Changed the whole family. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna shoot over to Misha. You have any questions, Misha?
Well, absolutely. Like you were saying that your mom was a diabetic. You are setting a really healthy example for your children. Fact. Did you have that example growing up?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. Actually, I never ate a salad at home. My mother never made a salad. You know, I mean, I love tacos to this day, right? But she wasn't, you know, my mother from the South. So, you know, I mean, we talking black-eyed peas, cornbread,
soul food.
Right? Soul food, like crazy, right? And I'm the only child. Okay, so my mother, I asked her, why, you know, when I lost weight and I got myself together, like, why did you feed me like you did? But coming from the South and then migrating from the South to Illinois, she said, man, we struggled a lot when we was younger. When I had a kid, I just want to make sure that you always got full. And that shit is.
But it's taught generational, right?
Right. I was thinking because, like, as a people, we have a lot of things going on as far as.
Misha, I want to cut you off. We got a caller. Hold on one second.
Oh. Okay, caller.
Right.
Hold on. Okay, hold on one second.
Mm-hmm.
Just hit the phone button. I hit it. Do it again. It hung up. Okay, go ahead, Misha.
Okay.
Yeah, whoever just called in,
call back.
Call back here. 708-223-8953. Call us back. Okay, go ahead, Misha.
So, but we as a people, like, our health outcomes are not very good. Black women lead in obesity. And I think what you're doing is really paving the way for your daughter and your future grandchildren long time from now. Like,
right.
You know,
legacy
will have like a healthy way. But those soul food things, are there ways to adapt those recipes that are so a part of our culture to make it a little healthier?
Yes, it is. For one, you better find somebody who could cook that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can't just find anybody. Pastas, like, say for instance, instead of eating a lot of pasta, I would do zucchini. You know what I'm saying? And switch it out zucchini noodles. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be, of course, it tastes different. But like I say, it's about tricking the mind, right? You got to find somebody. Like, what I love about technology is that you can get on YouTube now and you can get a chef as a mentor and not even meet them in person because they're throwing up videos like this. There's almost no excuses. We know what we need to do. I mean, it is what it is. So I get a lot of questions like, hey, Smoke. Okay, so my nickname is Smoke, y'all. It came from Smokey because I rapped back in the day and I was little fat boy, and it's Smokey the Bear, right? So if you hear me say Smoke a lot, that's my nickname. But people ask me how did you do it or what to do, and I just want to say, man, you know what we got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Some people don't though. Yeah, they come from a household like you, and that's all they know, and they don't know anything different.
You're right.
Some people don't know, and like you, everybody's not tech savvy, like you said. So some people don't just go on Google and look it up. So some people want the old fashioned sit down, help me type of thing.
Yeah, and I do. I have helped a lot of people. I love giving back, man, and money. I done train people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, taking them where I go, especially to the track. I love the concrete bleachers over at Eisenhower track. I have spent a lot of time there, and I've shed a lot of tears there too. When you work out by yourself, you lose family, you lose friends, because when they want to go to Fridays and, you know, get those Jack Daniel buffalo wings, of course I still remember those. You don't want to eat like that no more. You want to go to Jason's Deli and eat now. You know, so the new club to you now is the gym. You know what I'm saying? So people don't want to do what you're doing, and I get it. But you the best way to start off working out is by yourself. Because when you start with a friend and they schedule change and they can't go with you, you'd have made them a crutch and all that, man. Now you'd have fell off. Start off by yourself. My best friends throughout this journey has been a pair of headphones and a dope playlist with music in it. Like, seriously, those, you know, and some great gym shoes. I will say this too. You got to dress for the occasion. All that old stuff that we would, you know, you buy gym shoes, the matching t-shirt and stuff like that. You can't get that type of stuff. You gotta get those New Balance 890s or that great quality shoe. A good quality shoe for when you're working out gonna cost you at least $200 or close to.
Especially when you're heavier, you really want a good arch and a good balance. Facts. I'm not trying to say thin people don't need it, but when you're heavier and you're working out, you want to make sure your arches are good.
You do.
So when you say 80% is the diet, we were talking about it kind of pre-show. You were giving the example of the guy on the treadmill and then the guy eating the pizza. What do you say to people if today they want to get started? What is the first thing that they should change? Because it's little things. So what is the major, besides water, what's like a major thing that they should change? Is it breakfast? Is it how late they eat? Well, if you could give an advice on one major thing, what would it be?
Well, contingent upon what you're trying to do for your body, that plays a major part. Some people you got people who trying to gain weight, right? You know what I'm saying? You got people trying to gain muscle, and you got people like me who want to just lose the weight and get slim, fit, and lean. Carbs is not your friend when you right. I know, right? Carbs are not your friend when you're trying to lose
cry.
Right.
But yes, I could cry.
Carbs are the devil, but they're so good.
They're delicious.
Yeah, man, everything with oh my. Right? But then you still can have carbs, but you got to switch. You got to convert over to good carbs.
Healthy carbs.
Right? Healthy carbs. Right? And I mean everything with carbs. I would change that out first. There's a lot of diets out there now, was the keto, right. Then they had Atkins, you know what I'm saying? The thing is I would say to people, I never went vegan. I tried, all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Trust me, I there's nothing in a protein spot headquarters, and shout out to Dan too at protein headquarters on 147th, the Cicero and Methodian. I probably have bought everything out of his spot to try it, right? You have to what was it called? Oh man, my mind. I'm over
no,
there.
that's the one thing to change if you were saying carbs.
Right.
The one thing to change if somebody says I want to do better, besides integrating water, what's like just one thing you think as far as their diet?
Just the carbs. I would start off with the carbs, and like I say, start off working out by yourself. I have seen people in the gym be on their phone. Everybody on their phone they're not just looking at their phone, like playing with it. I'd walk by and look at people's phones and they're looking at other people work out. You know what I'm saying? So, and at first I was kind of judgmental going in the gym, like everybody got their phones out, but some people actually looking at programs on their phones, you know what I'm saying? Getting their body right. So I think that's, most definitely start off by yourself, the carbs, more water, and the clothes. When you first go to the gym, get you something that keep you motivated. I would go buy me some clothes just to stay into it because it make you feel good when you match. At least I love to be coordinated. So things like that help out, and dope music. You most definitely need some music. You got to stay with the music.
Now, Misha does yoga. She's a yoga instructor.
Okay, that's what's up. Go ahead, girl.
So
boy, that's a beast, boy. Yoga,
very much is.
Hot yoga, man. Okay.
Yeah, so she's a yoga instructor. So, what made you pick cycling as like the main thing? Did you just get on a bike one day and just enjoyed it? But look, what's this big major cycling epidemic that's coming up? Why do you think people are enjoying cycling so much?
Cycling is super dope. Okay. I remember working out, hitting the weights. I wanted to be buff like all the other guys. And I seen these people doing the same in the window in Export. I go to Chicago Ridge. So I look in the window and I'm looking at everybody doing the same move at the same time. I'm like, okay, they got a dance group going on up in there. I felt myself curse right there. I know I didn't, boy, but that would have came out. Boy, I'm doing good, girl.
I am so proud of you.
Right. Thank you. Keep it together, Smoke. Keep it together. But I seen them do it, and then I did like everybody else, stuck my head in the room, kind of got a look at what they was doing, and I was like, okay. Excuse me, then my girl Juanita, we was training together at one time, and she was like, let's go try it. You know what I'm saying? So me and Juanita went up in there, and we tried it out. And one thing I love about cycling is that it's light on your knees. And when you're heavy, is that a collar? Is that a collar? Okay.
No. Go ahead.
All right. So when I found that out, because I did, my left knee started hurting. And what I will say is that when you're overweight, some of the workouts that people have you do, you should be careful because
push the button
right here.
Yeah.
Okay. We got a call. Shirley.
Sister Girl Radio. Who's calling?
Hey, how you doing? This is Jay. Got a question.
Yes. Sure. Go ahead, Jay.
First question. I never worked out before. I don't know nothing about working out. I'm about 52 years old. Just like most of us, the stomach didn't get big. I'm to be respectful, but to be honest,
right.
it's not happening like it used to. yet. I don't, I'm embarrassed, but maybe the brother can help me out. I don't know where to start.
That's okay. That's okay. Your midsection is your body's report card. It shows I can look dead at a person's stomach and tell how you eat. I don't care how swole your arms are, how thick your calves are. Your stomach is your body's report card as far as your health goes, what you put in your mouth. Testosterone for men is the god, right? You want to keep your T levels up, but by doing that, you have to get into your food. It's the foods you put in your mouth. Like I say, it's the foods. Being active, by you being 52, of course. That's not an old age like that. You know what I'm saying? You're still fairly young. Most definitely start off with some cardio. By you being a little heavy, especially in the midsection, I'll most definitely tell you to go to the elliptical, not the treadmill. Treadmill puts a lot of weight on your knees. You most definitely want to do the elliptical. Start off on that. It's going to take some time to build up that wind, though. The better you eat, and the more you start exercising at least 3 to 4 times a week, you will see a big difference in your breathing. Good blood flow, that oxygen kick in, and most definitely the lady of the house will start smiling a little bit more often. So most definitely, man, the diet. And then, like I say, 3 to 4 days a week, start off, man. Even if it's if you do have to take the treadmill route, don't just walk on it regularly. Hit the incline a little bit. Put it on 3. You know what I'm saying? Switch it up some. Don't just consistently do the same thing, because your body will get used to that, and then your body be like, oh, okay, we ain't changing no more. But convert over from those pastas. Like I say, the whites are horrible. Those vegetables and try to are key. Fruits and vegetables are key. Once you start eating that, you'll start using the bathroom more too. So that's almost like a colonic. You're giving yourself a colonic when you start eating those vegetables and fruits. You start using the bathroom more often, your stomach will start going down, and then your waist will start going down, and that's when the pants start getting loose, and then you'll start buying smaller shirts. Believe you me, dude. I'm telling you, bro. Dude, the food is 80%, man. It's the food, man.
It's hard, man. I tell you, it's really hard.
I know.
Oh, we know.
I know. Sugar and salt. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I drive trucks and I'm out there.
Oh, wow.
You try even what I consider halfway healthy Subway. I try to get Subway, but then I'm eating a bunch of bread. And who am I lying to, man? I get that extra meat.
Right.
And I'm putting extra stuff on it, then stopping again. And one time I had a Subway sandwich and put fries on it. So I don't.
Wow. Okay. Hey, no judgment here, man. Let me no judgment at all, man. We all then chose some bad ways. Let me tell you this, man. It's funny that you mentioned your career, man. And I'm glad you did. My son just made 23. He got a CDL at 21. And my son been athletic. Shout out to Trey. He been athletic his whole life, right? AAU, everything. I mean, nice looking back and all that. When he became a truck driver, my son blew up. You know what I'm saying? I believe what they should offer truck drivers, man, they should be sending you all meal preps for free. I mean, for real. It's real scary being a truck driver and then having those limited resources as far as foods go. Let me tell you this, bro. You gotta find somebody to meal prep your food. I told my son, man, I said, hey man, look, and I made him accountable. I made him work out. I mean, I didn't make him, but I told him, hey son, with all this technology, let's FaceTime each other and work out together. We could do some push-ups together, right? Get more salads. What I love about Subway, you mentioned Subway, right? Which is good about Subway now is that they offering the wrap now, the spinach wrap versus the bread. Just make better choices. Sometimes go meatless. You don't have to go with meat all the time. When you get those onions, them bell peppers, every vegetable has a job that it's going to do for your body. Every fruit, seeds, you know what I'm saying, kiwi, all of those choices does something. But try to meal prep as much as you can and stay away from the carbs as much as you can. You're going to need a few carbs, but like I say, good carbs, man. And then talk to a nutritionist that can help you. You most definitely, and a lot of us be cheap when it comes down to I don't want to get no trainer. I don't want to talk to a nutritionist. When you're trying to get your health together, because being a truck driver, here go the trade-off. You make good money, right? Yeah, you make great money, right? For sometimes $3,000 a week, right? But the trade-off is now I got bad health, right?
You do a lot of sitting too.
Yeah, yeah, and then sitting down a lot, you sitting, you got a sciatica situation too, right? So you got to be cognitive of that. You got to get up, man. My son say I had him, and he said I had him riding a bike. He bought a fold up bike that folds up in half and put it in the 18 wheeler with him, so he'll be able to ride around in the parking lot. People jog. You know what I'm saying, around the parking lot
They
doing
should have
push-ups.
fitness centers at those truck stops. That would
Some
be nice. Some
yeah,
gyms.
yeah. But it's on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's on you for what you want to do. But hey man, if you want to like I say, join connect with my page, man, or something like that, man. And if you want to talk, you know what I'm saying, you can go to X Fat Ass on Facebook, IG, Jimmy X Fat Ass, man, and then we can I can set up something where we can set up something for accountability, and that's what I'm doing with X Fat Ass Cycling Studio. We're a family. We're gonna be able to take a picture of everything we're gonna eat throughout that week and be accountable for it. If you do want to grab that donut, still send that picture. I know it's a struggle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's no judging here. We all human. Because you're gonna do it one way, one day, right? So the thing is that and who you choose as friends too, man. Absolutely. That plays a major part. That plays a major part, man. Stay around people that's on what you own. And trust me, bro, it's a lot of truck drivers that's going through what you're going through.
So I got another one more. I don't want to, burn y'all out.
Okay, go ahead.
Another question. That donut is the devil. Oh Lord, I love that. Ooh, I love that donut.
All right, shout out to the donuts.
We all love donuts.
Sir, I understand. My chocolate glaze is my favorite.
Right.
Right.
Krispy Kreme is my favorite.
Donut on 115th, and that donut sweet.
Over on Michigan. You talking about Michigan, right on the Roseland community. Right. Real familiar.
Yes, Lord. But now here's another question here. People, I see a lot of stuff. People talk about tacos. Now I don't know much, but I would think a taco is not that bad compared to a hamburger and fries. If you're eating the flour. And this, shell, you got all your, your green stuff on there, cilantro, onions and lettuce.
Right.
I would think, taco would lean more towards the healthier meal, but, I don't know. I see that a lot. I just wondered.
It's what you putting on the taco.
Yeah. And again, the key thing you said was flour. That's what we got to get away from.
Corn
tortillas more
El
natural.
Morago is a good brand. They have really good shells. Corn tortillas.
They're really expensive.
Yeah. They're like 56 cents a pack, right? Or something like that.
I'm the taco king, bro. Let me tell you, man. I love it. And you can only, what I love about tacos the most is that you only can put a certain amount in that shell. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the dope part about having tacos, man. Some lean, some turkey. And don't get it twisted, man. I do tacos and just do vegetables. You know what I'm saying? So you don't necessarily have to put meat in everything too, man. You want to sometime fast too. And that's another thing, man. Intermittent fasting just water, and giving your kidneys, and your intestines a break from processing a lot of those foods too, man. But yeah, tacos is a good choice. Most definitely.
So tacos with Hershey Kisses and all that.
No.
I will say this though, a taco could end up being bad for you too, because everybody think that not everybody, but a lot of people think that because you go to Chipotle that you eating healthy. But when you add the sour cream and the extra cheese, you might as well, right? And that salt, not the salsa, but all that, the amount of seasoning that's in that hot sauce, man. Dude, you might as well went and grabbed that pizza or that cheeseburger. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be conscious, and I'll tell people this too. Investigate what you're eating. Like know what broccoli brings to you and the amount of protein in broccoli. Chicken breast, know that's like a 13 versus a 9 as far as protein go. Kale, I'm gonna tell you this, big bro, another thing. Kale and spinach, my best friend. Kale is a superfood. It cleans you out. It's about keeping that flow going. You know what I'm saying? Get all the toxins out your temple. You know what I'm saying? So kale and spinach, man, those greens, those different color bell peppers, things of that sort, man. But tacos is cool, but like I say, the taco is just the shell, but it'll be bad for you if you for what you choose to put on the inside.
But like he said, you can always go on YouTube and type in healthy tacos, and I'm sure it's gonna be 1,000 videos on there that can show you. But go ahead and inbox him, sir. We do appreciate you calling in so much.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all time.
Blessings to you, brother.
To y'all show here. And I tell you, brother, I appreciate it. Glad to see your daughter there. She's really well spoken. She sounds like a personality herself.
Thank you.
Tail is nasty, brother. I'm sorry. It may be good for you. That stuff is nasty.
I know, man. I love your energy, man. Thanks for the compliment,
Thank you so much, sir, for calling in.
I'm going to get a donut.
Oh, man. Okay.
All right, brother. Thanks for calling in. Have a good day. Okay.
It better be a protein donut, man.
That's
I want that brother to live, man. I want you to live, man.
Right. Thank you for calling in. Okay, Misha, I'm gonna shoot over. Do you have any more questions for him before I read this?
Well, what you were saying about starting alone is very important. So you have like in your mind that this is my commitment for my health. But I love what you said about accountability, because I've lost weight, but over the past couple of years, I've gained a lot of weight back, and I had to get myself back accountable and with a healthy community. Like I went ahead and I got myself a trainer, and I went to meet with a health, person, but because we can't do it alone. And I just absolutely love your passion for people's overall health.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna read this quick ad real quick, you guys, and we'll get right back into it. Okay.
Go ahead.
Looking for a quality skincare product that will ensure you to get rid of your skincare horrors, or even if you're looking to improve your skincare. Look no further. It was featured on WCIU. The Jam Royal Valette Skincare is an upscale luxury skincare brand that ensures that can help you in any way. Their cleanser exfoliators, tones, serums, and moisturizer contains the highest quality ingredients that combat acne and help reduce occurring breakouts, improve fine lines and wrinkles, and reduce the appearance of past breakouts and post-surgery scarring. Please contact the owner, Lakeisha Adams. Her Facebook is Royal Valette, VELOUTTE Skincare. Instagram, Royal_VELOUTTE_skincare. And her phone number is 708-298-5559. And her website is www.royalveloutte skincare.com. I use this product. It is wonderful. She has toner pads, serums. Her moisturizer has SPF in it, so please check her out. Okay, we should go back to Facebook. Okay, back to it. So I want to talk to your daughter a little bit more. Do you enjoy cycling?
The times I've been, yes, I enjoy it.
Now, Misha told me, because I have a little extra cushion back there, that the seating is not your best friend.
You have to get used to it.
Yeah, Misha was completely honest about that. So let's talk to the public about fears of possibly things we've heard about cycling, and let's combat that so people go try it.
Okay. So
let's start with the seating.
Okay, so the way the seat is like a beach. Okay. Right? It's like a beat. You want to see?
Yes.
Go ahead, girl.
It hurts. Okay. It does hurt. You have to get a seat cushion. So at the grand opening, that's why we did sell seat cushions, because it does hurt. Like from a female perspective, it hurts.
You have to build a callus up.
Right. And then it was just personally to stop the hurt, I have to stand up and do the cycling like that. And then that hurts too, because it's just okay, I really want to sit down and cycle.
Wow.
And then it hurts. But it's a great workout, but it still hurts.
It hurts good.
So a seat cushion is something that you should really go get. Yes.
Well, just bring a pillow to class. I mean, it is.
Yeah, but once you stand up, it's gonna fall right off.
Right. No, you duct tape it. We're gonna duct tape it around the seat. They're gonna make it fluffier for you. Now, you know what? Okay, so this is why I have a beginner's class, and I'm gonna take our time to teach sisters and brothers, okay, how to sit down on the bag, okay?
Look to me,
sir. More on the back part. Y'all be up front.
No, not sir.
You ain't trying to hear that, right? You ain't trying to hear that.
Because I cycled when I was pregnant with my youngest daughter for 4 months of my pregnancy, and that was the healthiest pregnancy I ever had.
Okay.
However, 2 months to get a callus on my butt.
Wow.
Because it just was so uncomfortable. I sat this way, that way, every way. Don't tell people it's a special way to sit. The seat is hard.
No, did you get a cushion?
No, I never. I just got used to it after 2 months.
Okay, but you never got a cushion.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Now, That right there, y'all.
Okay.
That's found something you didn't do. You know what she called me, sir, ma'am, you need a cushion, ma'am,
Yes,
ma'am. No, look, on the real. No, the cushion helps a lot. I start off. Okay, so look, you got two types of cushions. You got the one you can put on the seat of the bike, and you can buy biker shorts with the cushion made in the butt too.
They don't probably have that in plus size.
Yes,
though.
they do.
They do?
Yes, they do. Yep,
Okay.
got wifey's on.
Okay.
Sure do. Yep, you're gonna put them on. So now you got a double cushion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Plus your cushion you was born with. So that's
I
three
still
of
want to
them.
bring the pillow
You know
and
what I'm
duct
saying?
tape
That's
it.
stupid. Hey, look, whatever it takes. But look, even they got seats that okay. So I love regular bikes too, right? So they got I bought this seat called a C9 seat from a bike store. They got some stuff out there. I mean, it's not like how it was in the 80s, I take it. You know what I'm saying? You can find some good quality stuff or even have it made at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's all on how serious you want to get with it. But the C9 seat, if you Google C9 bike seats, you'll find that seat helped me out a whole lot with the regular bikes. But coming to class, like I say, you can put a cover on the bike, buy a cushion, and check out those biking shorts.
So you have the physical class. Would you ever expand, or do you have like a virtual where people could, if they have my dad just bought like one of those stationary bikes for his house, and so could they like stream in and join class with you?
I am the most live as going dude ever. You want to offer me some of that water, sister? So yeah, I'm most definitely this is my first rodeo as far as with owning my own cycling studio. I did put a suggestion box out there, some papers for people to sign. So, and people left some great info on what they wanted. Like I told everybody, man, this cycling studio of mine is not mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the overseer. You know what I'm saying? Whatever my people want, that's what I'm gonna give them. You tell me a certain hour, and if I can get 10 or more in there and it's worth it, man, we're gonna do it. But I'm gonna be live a lot. Yeah, I'm the most cell phone.
You should description because it's out. I mean, you work, and so definitely, because I know I'll look for things. There's a lot of stuff coming out like South, and I live far west, and sometimes I'm like, I wish there was more options for people of color, like where I live. So,
wow.
So
okay, you know what? I'm glad you said that, and this the funny part, man. I don't just like working out or cycling. I love it. And my heart is so much into cycling and helping people lose weight. I don't think about the money. And this
but guess
the thing.
What? When the bills come,
I know.
Yes.
Trust me. And listen. And I just finished.
Guess what? You got to pay bills and extra fat ass studio cycling.
Right. And that's why I mess with a certain amount of people. My people who plug with ex fat ass, they understand that. Since I don't have no problems with over the fist payments and stuff like that.
It's not your main focus. Is the money.
Right. Because I love it so much, man.
The money will come.
Right. It will. And when anybody who ever rock with me on cycling, they know I give myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I go hard. I get off my bike and sit next to you and motivate you. And I just don't think about the money. But then listen, reading Damian John, my man, the FUBU, brother, right? Reading his book, Power of Broke. It reminds me that you do have to, you can't forget about the money.
And know your worth.
Yes. And I get reminded of that every day. My mentor, John Williams, man. Shout out to John Williams, man. That's my dude. Like when I tell you, when I first came to class, man, this dude just let me do what I wanted to do because I was adding to him, not trying to showboat and take the limelight off him. Dude, I've been this guy who I used to perform when I was a kid, on stage, the Regal and the Riviera and stuff like that. So being a people's person, I love people. You know what I'm saying? So my energy to make people happy and positive vibes always been there. But John, he let me do what I want to do. So now that's why I'm here today to be able. And because of that dude, I was like, man, and talking to him, man, hey, Smoke, go ahead. He called me Jimmy.
Let you be you.
Yeah, let me be me. And I was like, man, I'm gonna open up my own studio. You meet people, they say they're gonna do something and then it just be talk, right? But I'm one of those people that I think about something 5 seconds and I'm doing it on the 6th. I do not wait because you don't want to let your mind, go out because you'll be battling with yourself. Yes, you'll be battling with yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the reasons why I brought my daughter today. She does all my videos and my editing and stuff like that. And
We gotta get you more tech savvy though, Smoke.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right.
I know, right?
But it's wonderful that it's like a family business.
Facts.
But he still needs to know how to go live on Instagram.
Okay, yes, he
Yeah.
needs to know how to.
Oh, no, I know how to do that. I know.
But I'm saying, this wonderful young woman over here
absolutely.
is like, I mean, she's gonna start out as an entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
And,
Facts. She got it in her.
she got it.
I'm a dropout, so she got to do better than me.
So back to your beginner's class, when we were talking before the show, you said a lot of studios don't offer that. What made you decide to offer a beginner's class for people who've never cycled before?
Okay, now if there is any studios out there that offers beginners class, not studios, I'm talking about like corporate America.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the big box gyms. If they do that, I'm not. I didn't find any.
I've never
right?
seen it.
Right. I never found it. So if it is, cool. It is what it is. But I wanted to because when I first went cycling, oh my God, I wanted to leave. You know, I seen the people, but the people that influenced me to stay in class was the people on the front row. Front row, if people like, man, take me a bike on the front row, they're a beast automatically. Because when you're new booty to it, you ain't. It's okay to say booty.
Yeah, booty's
okay.
fine.
Okay, cool. You don't know me. Tap me or something. Let me know. Hey,
That's
I've been
fine.
doing great, y'all. I've been doing great.
You have been.
Okay, thank you. High five. So,
Yourself.
you know, right? You gotta love yourself. Am I still looking good, y'all? Am I
Yes,
still
yeah,
handsome?
You
What they
look
calling
great.
me?
You look
Yeah.
great. You look great.
That's right. So, yeah. So, where did I left off?
You left off.
God.
And the
Look,
people
you was
are
talking
at the
about you
front
said
of the
God.
class,
I said God.
and
Right,
you was
I
new,
said
so you was in the
God.
back.
Right. Right. So I wanted to most definitely have a beginner's class so I could take it easy on my people, you know, that's first getting in there. Cause you can get intimidated by walking into a situation you like, it looked fun, but then when you get on that bike, you find out you can't breathe good. It is not because it's too hot in the room. It's just because your body isn't ready for that type of workout yet. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm not going to be doing, like, say, house music is probably like anywhere between 110, 120 beats per minute. Boom, 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 right? That's you got to be in shape. That's front row tempo, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to be doing, like I say, 80 beats per minute, like my prerogative type. You know, I do what I want to do.
Right.
It's my prerogative. Hey,
Right.
hey. You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
Right.
so, and I'm a real soulful dude. Like, I love, like, I'm not gonna be quiet on no songs. If you cycle with me, you know that if I'm quiet, I don't like the song. Like, that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm always, let's go. I done got invited to a lot of parties like that too. But I'm like, you know, I know what I'm doing.
Right.
Here, you know.
Right.
So, but yeah, I will. Most definitely, beginners class is gonna be dope.
So talk about your pricing and when you grand opening is tomorrow. By the way, let's clap it up.
Grand opening's tomorrow.
Clap it up. So
XFA.
give some of the prices, your address, some of your contact information, so as
Cool,
people are
cool.
listening, they can know.
Okay, my pricing is probably the cheapest. Okay, $10 drop-ins. Anytime you want. I'm doing 6 rides for $50. I'm also doing $100 for the month. For that month,
That's unlimited ride.
unlimited. You can come on through, and I'm doing 3 classes on a Saturday.
Wow.
8 o'clock, 9:30, and 11. And I'm turning my 8 o'clock in the morning class into a beginner's class.
So 8 o'clock on a Saturday, you can come for the beginner's class.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
$10 for one ride if you just want to drop in.
Correct.
And then
yeah.
after that, the gym is just open for anybody who wants to cycle after that?
No. It's just we shut down. I'm going home. I'm going to
Shut
eat.
down, okay.
I hope I burn enough so I have me some pizza. I think.
So
home
what are
running
your
pizza.
hours Monday through Friday? Like, what are your normal hours?
Right now as it stands, my beginner's class is Monday through Thursday, 6 p.m.
Okay.
And then my party ride high intensity is 7:30. So I wanted to make it late like that for people who got careers, jobs and things of that sort. They can get off work, probably, run to the crib, be a parent for a hot second, and then take care of your health. You know what I'm saying?
So what's the address?
415 West 119th Street. You know what I'm saying? Chicago, South Side. You know what I'm saying? We're on the south side of the street, 30-car parking lot. You ain't got, and that's what I love about my spot. I got a parking lot. So you don't have to worry about walking 2 or 3 blocks. You know what I'm saying? None of that right there. It's secure. And I deal with a lot of police officers and stuff too, man, in the area and in my just people who cycle. It's a lot of people who, and everybody got conceal and carry. Sisters, I'm gonna look in their person. Who's this? I'm like, okay. So so 415 West 119th Street. That's east of Halstead between Stewart and Eggleston.
And where did the name X Fat Ass come from?
X fat ass, XFA. Okay. When I that name is still interesting to me, man. I love it. It's ballsy. It's dope. I got on Facebook my first 3-4 days on Facebook a couple of years back, 2016. Everybody when you first get on Facebook and people that have been on there, they say, "Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Facebook and stuff," right? And then hey, Jimmy spoke, man, you lost a lot of weight, and me, I'm goofy. I love people laugh. I'm like, yeah, it's the ex fat ass.
Right.
And then my cousin Cheryl, she's one of those real smart, and she's a businesswoman, right? Never, I don't get a call from her often. She called me about 6 one Sunday morning and was like, "Hey, Jimmy, I see you on Facebook." I was like, "Yeah, that's what's up. I'm getting cold out my eye." And she was like, "Hey, I see you calling yourself the ex fat ass." I wasn't. I was just cracking a joke, right? But then she was like, did you buy the name?" And I was like, "Okay, if Cheryl calling me asking me
You gotta
this,
buy the name.
I'm like, yeah, I did." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, look, I got off the phone with her. I was like, "Hey, E, wake up." Go by that name, you know what I'm saying? Something about it. So ever since then, it was X fat ass, and I was like, wow. And a lot of people they love it. It's funny. I did the 30-mile bike 30-mile what was it, the bike to drive on Lakeshore Drive last year. You get the shirts with the sponsors on it, things of that sort. But I put my own X fat ass thing on the back of it, let people know I lost 112 pounds. I asked me a question like this shirt, right? And people, "Hey, X fat ass, I love the name.
Right.
Hey, man, you got a shirt I can buy?" I was like,
Hey,
okay,
that's a brand new shirt.
right. I'm missing something here,
Right.
right? And the energy I was getting for it, it was dope. So here I am. I'm
Thanks
ready.
for my shirt, by the way.
I'm
I
ready.
appreciate it.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. If I knew
Certain
your
people was getting church.
Right.
Oh,
Oh, now that
I'm
means
gonna
that
make you a yoga cut shirt, girl. I'll make you a
gotta-
yoga
okay,
cut.
as a yoga inspired
Right,
shirt.
I
Right,
Please,
right.
Hey, you know what? I wanted to find out because she sent me information about you, but I didn't want to ask her because I didn't want her to know that I was bringing on one. So I got you.
Oh,
Okay,
I
see,
got
so
you.
he
Okay.
did on the low low.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got you.
no,
And what you drinking over here? Can I see this?
She has a concoction.
That's
Look at this, y'all. Y'all
spinach,
see this?
blueberries, and
Look at this.
some
Chia seeds or something.
chia seeds.
Oh, for real? Look.
Yeah,
Right,
chia seeds
right.
and spinach powder, like the with the chlorophyll and all that good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's dope.
So we want to real quick before we wrap it up. Ask your daughter, are there any questions on his
Any questions
Instagram
on
Live, or everybody just waving and saying hi? So no questions. Okay. Okay. Well, shout out to Instagram. Hey, Instagram, we don't want to neglect you over there.
Right.
So, Misha, any wrap up questions before we go ahead and wrap everything up?
What would you say to somebody who feels inspired to start a business, start a journey? What would you just tell them?
I would say do it. Do it as soon as possible, man. Dude, since '07, when everything the real estate bubble burst, and I'm a real estate investor. I've been in real estate since I was 19 years old. I'm a bad employee and I'm allergic to a punch clock. I would say right now this is the best time. Right now, my god sister Latanya, man, we've been going around. She just now getting a spot. She owns Cater to You. So I'm with her by her side, you know what I'm saying, helping her and just look for nice spots, right? Um, I would say the square footage from these spots now, if you're gonna rent, has dropped tremendously because of the real estate bubble. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I've seen spots. I remember back in the day, spots was 18, 20, $22 per square. Now they down 16, 14, $12. That right there, the square footage that you'll go for when you're trying to do a new business will allow you to have enough money, you know what I'm saying, to start a business. The thing is that a lot of people, when you start a business, we have money on the front end, but don't have no money on the back end. We give our all up front. Then when it's time to survive, because now you got to wait for the business to grow and you got to put into that, we fold because we don't have no money on the back end. You got to, from the export, my god sister Felicia, man, when I tell you, it's a long list, you know what I'm saying? My god brother John, dude, it's crazy. Let me tell you something, man. When people say that people hate on you when you're doing something, it's all on who you connect with. You know what I'm saying? I met a sister recently, Coach Mo. Very beautiful sister, man. She's meal prepping, man. Support her most definitely. She's on my page. Great energy, man. I have a lot. I love all you guys. I mean, for real, from the bottom of my heart, man. All the support that I have received on this journey for X Fat Ass, man. The knowledge, the wisdom, the guidance is crazy. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna end it off. A good sister by your side, brothers, and just women, period. Y'all make us. Do you hear me? I mean, the support that I have received from the sisters, and that's all in all nationalities. That, you know what I'm saying? Man, has been very dope. Very dope. I'm an
We
alpha male
appreciate
myself.
that.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I've it's been like a community. You know what I'm saying? The community of Roseland, West Pullman has been embracing me. You know what I'm saying? And people been sharing. And like I say, what I love about Facebook right now is that I tell people you never got an invoice from Facebook. It's okay to post somebody else stuff. It's okay to post somebody else
Yes.
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Tag and share. Yep.
Yes, help somebody else, man. Help somebody else. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. I got so much I want to say, but I know we got to wrap it up,
We
man.
can have you come back another
yeah,
time.
yeah,
Just
gotta
yeah,
come
for sure,
back.
for
Absolutely.
sure, man.
So-
Keep doing y'all thing, man.
Thank
Thanks
you
for the
so
support,
much.
for
Thank
real.
you so much. And plug
you
your
for having
social
us.
media before we go.
Yes, Jimmy X Fat Ass on Facebook, X Fat Ass, IG. You can go to xfatass.com. You can register for class at xfatass.com. It should be up and going by Tuesday.
Okay.
Duke, and shout out to Duke too. Oh my God, my dude Duke, man, love that dude, man. Most definitely been on point, man. So yeah, you can check out those social media sites right there.
Okay, great. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Talisha and my guest co-host, Misha. Sister Girl Radio, IntellectualRadio.com. You guys have a good Sunday. Live, laugh, and learn.
You know, I do the Reebok.
Okay, let me start by saying I was wrong. I ain't never had a problem admitting my faults. You still put up with me, I showed you where the door at. You made the decision to get treated like a doormat. My mama said if the truth hurts, say ouch. You was on the other foot, trust me love, I would've bounced. Now you on the phone yelling and screaming and cursing. I believed I was, I guess I just wasn't the person. You were looking for the truth, I had a thing for horse. You were first, I was done with relationship day before. I apologize, don't fix it and know that it's broken. Plus they say a man is only good as the woman he chose. I can't